everybody. Happy spring. We hit the spring equinox a couple of days ago, so we're here. Happy New Year. And hopefully you all have been gracefully swaying into this new energy of this new year and utilizing your thought process, your mental capabilities and your faculties in order to produce and manifest those things that you want to call forth within your life during this time. And it's all about the thought. When you finish doing all of the divination, when you finish doing all of the breath work, when you finish getting into true alignment, and you sit and connect yourself to Source, you will then learn that you need no one but you. I love Reverend Ike. You know, I told you I've been on Reverend Ike. I've been back on Reverend Ike, I should say. And a conversation that came up this morning, y'all. Me, my partner, were talking about different things. He wanted to turn on the news this morning, which he normally does, and I was like, okay, let me reset myself, because I don't wake up and turn on the TV for one, and I definitely don't look at the news at all, period. So, and I told him, he knows that. He was like, I don't look at the news either. I said, but you're looking at it today. So, what is this? This is for some reason, we ended up into this conversation because he started talking about, well, the news was talking about, you know, these smash and grabs or something. These children are going in the stores and grabbing clothes and dash and grab, smash and grab. I don't know what's called. And then juvenile sentencing, like should they try them as an adult in the adult courts? And then they started talking about, you know, how many women's been killed, and it was just like one thing after another, right, y'all? Of course, building up the fear mindset, so it's to be a collective thought. And, you know, I was talking to him about something profound to me that Reverend Ike has said that has always stuck with me. There's a lot of things he said that connects. But one thing that really sticks with me is, I meet no one but me. I meet no one but me is in the simplest, most prophetic way to say that I see divine energy that dwells within me in every person that I meet. And if I meet an opposition, then that opposition is within me, and it's coming to my awareness that that's something I need to work on. Because like I was telling him, because he said, well, nobody's perfect. And I said, no, I never said anybody was perfect. Or why things happen to people that do people right. You know, he was trying to say that it's people that do people right. You know, give to the homeless and this, that, and the third. And they're good people. And they do the right thing. And they don't steal. And they do right by people. And I said, it's not about doing right. But that is an aspect of it. I said the other part of it is doing the work, the inward work. Like I was sharing with him, shout out to Joe. If you don't know Joe, go check out Joe. He has a self-improvement university. He and I collectively talked about it years ago, and he brought it to fruition. And it's self-improvement for women and men. And within this university, we help these women, and he works with the men, him and Kari. But we talk to them about childhood trauma, releasing childhood trauma. All right, letting go of any type of traumatic experiences that you may have had, rape, trauma, you know, all of those things, and then looking at your relationships from different perspectives, just healing the total person, and it's starting. These women have to go on, I would say, they don't eat meat. All of them, they cannot eat meat. Some of them have went on straight smoothies. They have to do, Joe had them do 10 miles a day. They have to work out. They have to do yoga. They have to do meditation. They have to meet with me. They meet with him. They have to do a lot, because it's that work, that ongoing, consistent work, like I was trying to share with my partner, that creates a vibratory frequency. Because once you start to release those things, your energetic field changes. A lot of people don't do that, and they still hold on to issues like so-and-so owe me $20 from 20 years ago, and if I ever see them again, and I'm going to get them a piece of my mind, and this, that, and the third. You're still holding on to that energy. That energy you're holding on to will attract that same type of energy on the outside of you, because now you're creating a vibrational match for some negativity to come towards you. And I was trying to share with him, our whole goal is to raise up our frequency so we're not a vibrational match to these negative things that are happening out here in this world, although we know it always is. And we won't know that we possibly, even when we do the work, we may not come to our awareness that certain things we haven't done until it comes into our awareness and we meet someone that brings it to our awareness. I meet no one but me, right? So you meet somebody and be like, damn, who this person is, da-da-da-da, this and that and the third, and it's really you. Really, this person is just the energy within you that you have never done the healing work on. And then you do that healing work, and then those people don't come into your I'm trying to say your field, but I'm looking for another word. They won't come within your atmosphere, within your bubble, within your toric field. Like, they can't come in your space, because it's not an alignment there anymore. You know, just like when you're on this journey and you start doing the work, it's not going to be the same people as you all know that you used to hang with, that you still kicking with, that you have conversations with. Like, it may be people that you used to talk to like every day. Y'all used to go hang out, go to the clubs, go out to eat, go out of town together, do all of this stuff, right? And then you start working on yourself, and you notice those conversations starting to get shorter and shorter. Or you notice that that person just doesn't call you as frequently anymore. Or you not calling them. You all not really connecting on anything to talk about. It's just empty space when you on the phone. Because you don't gossip anymore. You don't talk about people anymore. You don't go out to the club anymore. It's not your frequency. It's not your vibe. The people that they talk to and hang with, that ain't the same people you want to talk to and hang with. Like, it's just a total different frequency. And like I've shared with you before, it happens to all of us on this journey. When you get to a state of awareness and a level of consciousness, and you've done the work, and that's all it is. And he was saying, well, what is the work? What is it that you have to do? And I'm like, that work is different for everybody. But I've shared with you some things that people have to do, you know, healing trauma, releasing grudges, letting go of what your parents did to you or didn't do for you, and, you know, not being upset at somebody that cut you off in traffic, or, you know, just releasing any negative energy and tension within your body. Like, not holding on to those things that you feel like should have went your way. Like, don't let go. Letting go of that victim mindset. It's really all it is, letting that go. And I mean no one but me is just so profound. If y'all haven't heard Reverend Ike's lecture, discussion, sermon, whatever you all want to call it, on that, I'm going to put it in the comment section below so you all can check it out. What is that kicking? But I definitely believe that you should listen to it if you haven't before. All of his teachings we're on a higher consciousness mindset, and getting our people to really not play the victim, but to know that we have control over this dynamic in this world we live in. And so many people think that things just happen. He even said that this morning. He was like, you can't stop stuff from happening to you. Sometimes stuff just happen. No, stuff just happen because you are attracting these types of things to happen. How about the people where all the time good stuff happens to them? Who are they? What are those type of people? Of course, things, because the vibration and frequency of this planet is off and is on a lower frequency, that doesn't mean you can't constantly work on yourself to raise up where you don't attract those negative things into your life. And you have to call things forth. Not only do you have those thoughts, but you have it in your speech. Just like yesterday, he kept saying, it's always something. And I said, well, you're leaving it open-ended. It's always something, ... I said, let's say it's always something wonderful and amazing that's happening to me. It's always something that's beautiful, that's creating on my behalf for my highest good. And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to get you to think on a higher level. Then he said it again this morning. I'm like, okay. And I'm used to, I talk so positive, and I'm trying to get him to embrace and understand your words have power. So start utilizing it. Don't just say things because these are words and things that people just say. Because I heard people say, especially growing up, I would always hear people say, it's always something. Girl, it's always something. If it ain't one thing, it's another. And even though you leaving it open-ended, if it ain't one thing, it's another what? You're leaving it open-ended, but your mindset is thinking negatively. Right? Your mindset is thinking it's always something. You're actually stating that because of something that you dislike occurred. So you're saying it's always something. And when you're, just think about those words. If you're saying it's always, that means it's continuous. It's always something. If I'm going to say it's always something, it's always something magical, manifesting for me on my behalf for my highest good. Always. If I'm going to call always in, if I'm going to call something that powerful in, it's definitely going to be on a higher frequency. I'm not going to say always and attach negativity to it. And so, as a culture of people, we're so used to being in disdain, being in disharmony, being shook up and oppressed, and taking on that mindset that we are. That was a time, yes, we were prisoners of war. We are no more unless we think we are. I watched 12 Years a Slave for the first time on Saturday. It took me forever to watch that movie. And it wasn't because I couldn't watch it. It wasn't because I didn't have access to watch it. It was because, like I told my partner, I told him, I said, I knew it was going to erupt these certain type of feelings and emotions within me. So I had to settle myself in and be prepared and put myself in a space where I could sit and watch it and not let it waver me. And you all have to learn that too, if you don't already, about different things that you watch and movies that you watch. Just because it's something new that came out, doesn't need to be like, ooh, I need to go watch it. You need to see what space and energy space. Are you receptive? Are you going to take it on? Are you going to take on the energy of this movie? Because I know I can easily absorb energies from other people and from movies. If you absorb shit like a sponge, if you emotionally absorb, like people say, you're very empathetic, or you have empathetic energy when you take on other people's energy, if that's the case, then you need to be kind of like, let me situate myself in a space where if I do watch this, if I am around these people, I'm not being absorbent. I'm not absorbing their energy. I'm not absorbing the energy of this movie. So recognizing different things about yourself, no matter what the world does, because we are higher energetic beings than that. And we recognize that everything that's going on this is the Matrix. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, how can you say out of one mouth that this is the Matrix, and then out of the same mouth you saying we ain't got no control over anything? Like, we do. If this is the Matrix, we do control it. Just like I told them about breatharianism the other night. I'm like, yeah, it's people who choose to do breatharianism and fruitarians, just like pescatarians, vegetarians, and everything else. Like, you can choose to ingest or to not ingest, or take in sunlight and prana and chi, or chi as nourishment for you. And because your higher self and your spirit self is being fed, your physical form is also being fed, and you don't need the solid matter, because you know that the solid matter, which is food, isn't even something that's real. But like I shared with him, that is a growth of a mindset. It takes someone who is on a higher spiritual plane. Like I told him, I said, I ain't there yet. I said, I know of it. I am not there. I don't know if I'll ever be there, but it's people who are. It's ways to escape out of an understanding what consciousness is, what thought is. And once you understand, like I told him, I said, just sit with it. I meet no one but me. He said, what does that mean? I said, just sit with it. Just repeat it. And I sent him the video. Just sit with it. Just think about it. Just mentally explore what that could be and what that could mean for you. And let the divine share with you what it means for you. It's not for me. And that's what I feel. It's not for me to tell everybody anything. It's not for me to be everybody's fucking oracle. It's for me to be my own fucking oracle. I told somebody the other week, like, the reason I did this whole channel is for me. It's for me to recall my dreams. This is for me to hear from the divine and receive these channel messages, and then I go back and listen to it, and then the divine energy will tell me to record it and share it, because it may not just be for me, but initially it's for me because it came to me, and then I share it because somebody else may receive something from it, whether it's one person that watch it or two, whoever it may be for them or whoever they share it with. So this whole channel started with me wanting to record my dreams and finding the easiest possible way to do that. Because I don't like writing in the morning, and sometimes I don't even like talking in the morning and recording myself. So I said, hey, sometimes it may just be easy while I'm driving in the car just to start talking and record while I got all this dead space and I'm in a meditative state anyway. This will be easy. Let me do that. And that's how it all started. And I remember when I used to teach school, the first one I did, I think it was about animals or something, me seeing animals in Walgreens or somewhere. And I did that in the classroom when I didn't even have any students. Because it hit me to do that video right there. I said, well, might as well gonna start it. Because I get so many dreams and I need to capture this information, and who knows what it may come of it, but I have to start. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. I meet no one but me. Let that sit in you. Let that rest in your spirit today. Let that sit in your mindset. I meet no one but me. And then start walking in that in a daily basis, knowing that you meet no one but me. How do you treat people? How do you treat someone that's you? How do you treat you? How are you treating you at work? As your co-workers, your supervisors, your children, your spouse, your family members, your friends, a homeless man on the street, the cashier, the gas station attendant, the office manager at a doctor's office, or the dentist, the children crossing the crosswalk, right? the Kroger's cashier, the grocery store cashier, right? All these people you come in contact with on a daily basis. You're meeting no one but you. How are you connected with them? Are you seeing them as people who are outside of you? Or are you seeing them as you? And what has been the outcome when you meet no one but you? I meet no one but me. I meet no one but me. Let that rest on you, all right? And as always, I leave you in peace.